year for your charity classics. Got to feel pretty good to see the way this thing is taking off.
Yeah, it is. It's really nice the way things are happening here, and I'm just honored that these guys keep coming back. You know, all the celebrities keep coming and supporting it, and the professionals that we have committed anyway. It's kind of tough with Pebble Beach, what's happening up there. We're going to lose a few guys, but just the support that I get from them is really nice.
This is not a huge tournament by standards like the Bob Hope or things like that, but you get some huge names here, and the people love it. And how do you do it?
I don't know. I'm just lucky, I guess. We have all our local guys, Greg and Mike Maddox, Dwayne Ward, Marty Barrett. These guys keep supporting it every year. And as long as Greg keeps pitching as good as he's pitching, he's going to be one of those names. And, for Carlton to come in, and, he's such a great guy, and we've been pretty honored to have him here. We've had Don Drysdale in the past, and we're hoping to get Don Sutton maybe next year. I've talked to him. He wants to come. It's just a matter of getting him here. John Daly, Fuzzy Zeller, these guys are friends of mine. And, like I said, they were planning on going to be here. And they still might be here. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just lucky that these guys come in and help support it.
I think it's got a little bit more to do than just luck. You're a good guy. You're well respected in the community. You treat people right. Is that something that you were taught from being a little kid by your folks?
Yeah, definitely. I think everybody that grows up needs that in parents, and my parents were great with that. They taught me to respect people and try to help others that are less fortunate. We didn't have a lot of money growing up. They gave up a lot for me to play golf, and that's why I really wanted to give back. And that's why the charities that we picked with St. Jude's Ranch up in Boulder City, and Candlelighters for Childhood Cancer, along with Ronald McDonald House. I mean, they're all children's charities, and for kids less fortunate than I was growing up.
People say, oh, when you get involved with a charity, it does your heart good. It actually does feel good inside to do this stuff.
Oh, it feels great. I feel great. So we had some of the St. Jude's kids out here today, and it was just great to see them out here having a good time, laughing it up. These kids a lot of them are abused and neglected by their parents, and so they're given to other people, and so it's nice to see that these kids are.
Why do you want to take time out of a busy schedule to play in the Gamez Charity Class?
Hey, why do you want to be so serious about this? We're supposed to be out here having fun. I think, to be honest with you, Robert Gamez and the family are good friends of mine, and I know that if I ever called on Robert, he'd be there for me. So that's the reason why we're here, and it's all for a good cause.
A lot of demands made on your time, but you've always got time to do things like this, the interviews, spend time with fans hanging out. Do you owe that to your upbringing, or where do you get the personality from?
Well, I don't know. I guess you could look back at Frank and Alma and say I got a little of the blood in me, you know what I mean? It's just the way I was raised, the way I just appreciate people. I mean, you have a job to do, and I have to appreciate that. I've got a job to do, and hopefully you'll appreciate that and respect that in a way. But, like I say, when you do things good for people, it makes you feel good, and it makes me sleep a lot better at nighttime. So it's the reason why I'm here, and it's the reason why you're here, and the reason why Robert and all of them are doing their thing out here.
Now, how are you a different player today than, say, 20 years ago?
Well, to be very honest with you, I'm probably a better golfer now. I'm not shooting the lower scores when I was wild and crazy and just drove the damn ball everywhere. Now I'm hitting the fairways, I'm hitting the greens, and I'm not making the putts. So I don't know. Deep down in, I feel like I hit more shots now as opposed to what I used to. But I've had 2 back surgeries, and I've had to alter my game around that. But I understand my swing a little better. So it's a crazy game. What the hell? It's a game, and I don't want people to ever lose fact of the matter that it is a game.
Now, a lot of kids growing up probably have you as a hero and some of the other major
God,
athletes.
I'd hope so. Yeah.
Do you take your perhaps position as a role model seriously, or are you just you and let the cards fall where they may?
Well, I'm just me. I mean, I don't try to be artificial out here. I mean, what you see here is what you get on paper. It's just me. I'm one of the fortunate few. I don't come and put on a show for people. I come out and I be myself, and I think that's the reason why I've been successful at this crazy game.
Well, that's 5 years.
Oh, it's unbelievable, the growth we've had. I think last year we had 16 groups or 17 groups, and they weren't all full foursomes. So this year we've got 20 full groups, and it's just tremendous the support that I've gotten, and some of the friends I've got around the country, and the tour players that have come in. We're all going to Hawaii tonight, or a lot of them are, and for them to take a day out from the sun and the beach, to
Wayne Kirby, tell me, why do you want to take time out of a busy schedule just before spring training and come here and play in the Gamez Charity Classic?
Mainly because it's a good cause. I mean, you come out here, you meet a lot of new people. The main reason is just to raise money for the young kids in St. Jude's Hospital.
Now, as a major league player, you're a hero to a lot of people. Who was your hero?
Who was my hero? I had so many of them. I would say my dad. I mean, I wouldn't have became the athlete I am without him pushing me. If I didn't make any good grades, he keep me out of the sport for a year. So I would say him, most of all.
Good genes too, right? Terry and you, both pro athletes.
Well, good genes. Somehow my mom and dad did good somewhere down the line, but it's kind of unique, We both went different ways. Everyone thought I would go football, and everyone thought he would go baseball. So we kind of flip-flop.
So have we found the Kirby regimen to prepare for spring training, getting out here on the links?
Oh, no. If they had caught me in December, I would have been ready. This is my third day this month playing, so I'm not a little bit here, a little bit there, what we call Army golf. Left, right, left.
All right, fair enough. Terry Kirby, thanks for being with us here at the Gamez Charity Classic.
What a comedian. He called me Terry. Wow.
Hey, Wayne, have a good year with I think. Not positive, but I think so.
Interesting.
All right, Leslie O'Neill, you make it.
Gonzalez for a lot of years, and normally I'd be in the Pro Bowl and just kind of lounging in Hawaii, but that didn't happen, so came down here. It was a great deal. I want to try to come back again. It's nice seeing it's one of the few tournaments where you get the celebrities and also some pro golfers, so it's a good learning lesson. I'm sitting over there watching all those guys like, hey, I'm not doing that with my swing, so it's a nice deal, and all goes to charity, which is nice.
Yeah, it's Mike, you take time out of a busy schedule, you got spring training to think about, and you come out here to tee it up in the Gamez Charity Classic. Why?
Because I probably like golf more than baseball. It's still the off season, so it's time to golf, but we're going to knock on the door here Sunday, a week from today, so we're thinking about baseball. Today will be the last golf day, and then we're back to work.
It's got to feel good, though, to give something back. I mean, you're in a good position, being in the major leagues, living a dream. You get the chance to give something back to kids that are less fortunate.
Yeah, it's we take a lot of things for granted. We wake up, we have a sore arm or our back sore, we hit a ball fat and our hands hurt or something, but it's nothing what these kids have to go through, and anything that we can do to help the kids, it's really a great tournament and a great effort for the kids, because when it comes down to it, the kids are the fans, and that's what it's all about.
Now, at what point do you think that you really realized how lucky you were and that you had the great family upbringing and the good neighborhood, and at what point do you realize that, hey, I'm very fortunate, I do need to consider doing something for the community?
Well, every day. It seems like every day I wake up, it's fantasy land still, and as long as it's fantasy land, I haven't come to the conclusion yet of how lucky I am, but someday I'll look back on it and see how lucky I am, and it's great to come out here, and it feels good to help people less fortunate than we are.
Give me a word or a phrase that would describe the Gamez Charity Classic.
Hook, slice, 3-putt.
All right, fair enough. A unique perspective, certainly.
Yeah.
But appreciate you spending some time with us. Continued success.
Thank you very
Good luck to
much.
you. All right, thanks.
You bet.
Just want to get you a couple minutes here. Greg Mannix, we're knocking on the door to spring training here, but yet you've got time to play in the Gamez Charity Classic. Why is that?
Well, I mean, you always make time for golf, you know that. But, it's a good charity, great cause, we're always happy to help out as many kids as we can, and, people like myself and Robert and some of the other people around here had a pretty good growing up, and our eyes are open, we got a pretty good idea about some of the troubles that a lot of the kids are going through, and if we get a chance to help out, we're all for it.
Feel good to give something back?
Oh, definitely. We've all hit the lotto in our lives. It's
Sure.
nice to maybe, if we can give a little help along the way to some other people that weren't quite as fortunate as us, we're happy to do it.
Now, you're a hero to a lot of kids. How about some of your heroes growing up or even present day?
Well, present day, a lot of guys on the PGA Tour. I look up to those guys a lot. I liked Pete Rose a lot growing up. You know, we grew up southern Indiana. We got some. My family was all grew up there. My aunts, uncles, parents, everybody. So we grew up Reds fans. And Pete Rose, Johnny Bench, you know, Tony Perez, George Foster, those type guys we all look up to.
Now, you handle the media very well. You handle the requests and demands on your time very well. Is that due to your folks in that Midwestern upbringing?
Oh, I don't know. I say no a lot. You know, I pick my spots. I just get, it's part of the job.
Sure. Give me a phrase or a couple of words that would describe the Gamez charity event.
Probably one of the best in the country, I would say. Not only is it for a great cause, but it's fun. You know, guys look forward to playing in it. They make it enjoyable, and the people Robert invites are great to be around. And not only do you have a good time, but you get to, make a little money for some of the people that didn't have it as well as we did.
I got to tell you, when I asked your brother that question, he said hook, slice, and divot.
Well, he must be chopping it a little bit today then. I don't know.
All right, Greg Maddox here at the Robert Gamez Charity Classic.
Nice to meet you. Robert Trent Jones, is that Robert Trent
That's
Jones?
Robert Trent Jones right there.
Okay.
Ron, I got to ask you, what's the big attraction with the Gamez Charity Tournament?
Well, first of all, the money that's raised for charity is the #1 attraction, and that certainly helps out the community and helps local charities. But you get the best in stars here. I mean, this is the premier charity golf tournament in town. That's all there is to it.
Now, do you look forward to this so you can get the inside scoop on some of these pros?
No, I look forward to the bag of goodies that I get. That's what I look forward to. You get the bag with all the stuff in it, golf balls. My kids get to, all the things, and they usually go through it and decide what they want, and then I get what's left over. So that's what I look forward to most of all. And then, if there's some insight from golf pros, and that's nice too.
Got to feel good, though, giving something back to those that are less fortunate, true?
Oh, certainly. That's the charity aspect, and Robert's been able to do it better than anybody in town with this tournament here. I mean, he brings everybody out. And what's nice is this is a tournament that now in its 5th year has rolled over, and celebrities put it on their calendar. And that's what you want. You want to establish it to the point.
Oh, you're kidding.
Jerry Royster, you're manager of the Stars. You do a lot for the community, but why does the Gamez charity event have particular appeal?
Well, I have to be honest about this. Robert and Randy are the reasons that I'm here. I'm here for them. They told me about the charity. They talked a lot about the Ronald McDonald House that I have done a lot of work with, but it's just them and the character of the Gamez family that enticed me to come, especially this close to spring training.
Now, you've always been a guy that's done a lot for the community wherever you've played. Certainly now you're a manager. It's got to feel good as a professional athlete to give something back to the kids that maybe aren't as fortunate.
Well, people just don't understand. They see us out here playing a beautiful golf course and with a lot of our friends and in the entertainment business, also in baseball and football. But the charity is the only reason that you leave home for. I come all the way from Florida to come out here for 3 days. 2 days before I have to report to spring training. But the Gamez family, the charity of Ronald McDonald House has been really big with me. Also, the fact that I manage here now, I better show up, otherwise people would be pretty upset. But it's been a great tournament I've been here for 3 years now, and this is my 4th year, and it's just been great.
I've got to ask you, you were considered for a couple of the major league vacancies, and it didn't pan out. Does that disappoint you at all?
Well, it disappoints me because I really felt like after this season, this was easily my most favorite year as a manager or coach. This past season was with the Las Vegas Stars, and I had a very good season, and we had a very good season, and I really felt like I was ready to just step right in and do something like that and become a major league manager. But we'll just do it again. You have to wait your turn. There's no rhyme or reason to getting a job in the major leagues, and until I have one, I'm just gonna, I'm very satisfied with being here.
Now, what can we look forward to for the Stars for the coming season? You satisfied with the ball club on paper so far? I mean, obviously you got to wait till you see what happens. But
on paper, it's hard to tell what's going to be on paper. But we have some young kids. It's going to be a very different kind of year for me personally. The Las Vegas Stars are going to be a lot younger as far as starting position players go. We have a couple of real young starting pitchers also. But that just means a little bit more work for me and a little more intense work for the Las Vegas Stars. And I don't know, hopefully the same result. We were able to win last year, and the people were so excited. I mean, to do that again for them and actually finish all the way on top would be great.
Now, do you look to any of the managers that you've had in your career that you maybe emulate your style?
Several. I have. I played for 11 managers as a player, but easily Joe Torre. I was so glad to see him get the Manager of the Year award along with Bruce Bochy, who I played with. But to see Joe Torre do it, he was always my favorite manager, and he led us to a championship, a division championship, when we weren't a very seasoned team, and people didn't think that we'd be able to do it. But the way he handles people is something that I've learned. Tommy Lasorda has been a very good second father to me.